Hey everybody, it is Friday night. It is time for a special bonus episode of Super Geeked Up.
Woo!
Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Jeff. I am joined by my co-host Nicole.
Hi.
And that's really weird. And Tanya.
Hi.
That was more normal. Okay. So thank you guys. This is your geeky weekly pop culture show, or your weekly geeky pop culture show, if I reverse it. And we're presented by Frostbite Pictures. So we have a special League of Geeks episode. We're going to tell you a little bit more about that is in a few minutes. But we like to kick things off with the Geek Tweet of the Week, which will be our second Geek Tweet this week, actually, because we did one Wednesday. Anyway, if you could form your own League of Geeks from fictional characters, who would be on it? I have no idea if I sent this out to you guys, but I was supposed to send out that you're supposed to pick 5 people, but I have no idea if I sent that out.
I might have picked more than that.
Oh, all right, good. Well, whatever. Doesn't matter then. However many you want. So, Nicole, we'll go ahead then.
Okay, so it's a very eclectic, but we all have different special skills. So first is Luna Lovegood, and then I have Katana, and then I have Eric Northman, Professor Xavier, the Warlock, and also Felicity Smoke. I feel like we need to have 2 hackers. And then Alex Monday, it's Lucy Liu's character from Charlie's Angels, because we need like a secret agent. Elle Woods, because we're probably going to need a lawyer. And then Iron Man, because he's like a billionaire. So.
Probably who was the lawyer?
Elle Woods.
Elle Woods from Legally Blonde.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, who was the other hacker besides Felicity?
The Warlock, Kevin Smith's character from Live Free or Die Hard.
Oh, God. Well, that's the first time that character has ever been referenced, I think, on our show.
I think it is, too.
All right, that was quite a list. Tanya, what is, I can guess some of them, but who's on yours?
Okay, let's guess.
Oh, you want me to guess?
Why not?
So
Weasley.
Buffy's going to be on there.
Nope.
Oh, Starbuck.
Nope.
The Winchester brothers.
Nope.
Okay, never mind. Just go. You're totally wrong. You went totally off script.
I didn't. When you hear them, you were like, "Oh, that makes sense." Willow.
Yes.
Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne and Hermione.
Yes, good. Very nice. Yeah.
I think those are the normal choices for me.
Yeah, but not like the
No.
most normal choices.
But I was trying to think of different skills that people could have.
Mm-hmm.
Really. And the money.
Yeah, no,
Yes,
good.
so we share. We both share Tony Stark.
Yeah. He's rich enough. He can fund both of our leagues.
Well, I'm sure he would love to share you guys. Yes.
No.
All right, here. Let's before I give mine, and if you're watching live, folks, please tweet in at SuperGeeked_Up #SGU. We want to hear your choices. Tanya, actually, we got some tweets coming in already. You can share those in a little bit. Anyway, let's go to some of our League of Geeks fellows here. Ian, who would be on your League of Geeks fictional characters?
Ooh, 5. I think first off we'd have to have the Doctor.
Yeah.
Doctor, of course. And we'd follow that up with Ming the Merciless, because we need a megalomaniac in the team. And we'd, of course, add Spider-Man, because we need someone that can give his identity away every episode. Let's see, Han Solo, because we need someone who shoots first.
Right.
And
brother.
That's 3. I've got 2 more. Captain Kirk. We've got to have some Captain Kirk in there, because we need someone who speaks very, very slowly and deliberately, bored the opposition to death. And let's see, 7 of 9.
Oh.
Whose designation changed to 7 of mine.
I almost put her on mine. Let's do.
You know the entire cast showed up for her costume fitting?
What?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's just really fucking weird.
That's weird, yeah.
Awkward.
I mean,
What a nice
rumor.
welcome into the cast.
Yeah.
But I'm really glad to welcome you.
Oddly and uncomfortably. Welcome.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't believe she could fit into outfit. That's what it was. We were placing bets.
I would have bet no, but
Before we get some Twitter answers. Oh, by the way, though, Maria Duran, Nicole says she would have said Warlock too.
Oh
We have
yeah.
a lot of Warlock fans. Kevin Smith here this show.
First time ever.
Yeah, I know. So, of all the Kevin Smith things to reference.
Yeah, exactly.
I need some hackers, and I love his character. So.
All right. So before we get some other Twitter answers, Marks, who would you have in yours?
Well, Ian stowed one of mine. I was gonna have the Doctor. Thought the Doctor would be good. He's like an alien MacGyver, pretty much. A sonic screwdriver instead of a Swiss Army knife. So
I still say Swiss Army knife beats sonic screwdriver.
I don't know, maybe. And then I thought Bruce Banner, Hulk, would be good.
Yes,
Add a little muscle. Yeah. And then just to be fair with the Marvel DC crowd, let's make the other one Ray Palmer, the Atom. So,
Oh, nice.
yeah. Kind of good opposites of each other in a way. And then thought just kind of a rough and tumble pulpy hero Indiana Jones would be good.
Yeah, it's a good one.
And then, just for some humor, Sheldon Cooper.
Well, also, he's really, really smart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's cool.
Tanya, before we continue here, what are some Twitter answers to this question?
Well, first I've got some that came earlier in the day, so I'm going to start with those ones. Paul Renshaw on Facebook says his League of Geeks are Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory, Rick Castle, Rob Archer, Will Wheaton, Kevin Smith, and Sam and Max.
So I like how some of those real people have become fictional characters.
Yeah, well, they're kind of characters.
Yeah, they're kind of characters.
They're celebrities.
Well, I actually almost said Chris Hardwick, and I was like, oh, but he's not. He's a real person.
I thought about that too. I'm like, Chris Hardwick, Felicia Day. I'm like, they're personalities.
Yeah.
Kind of. Anyway, Kate Trucking 1000 says Daniel Jackson, Data, Vala, Xena, the Doctor, any incarnation, Pete Patmer, and Micah. Is that right? Micah Baring from Warehouse 13, Catherine Janeway, Merlin, and John Shepard.
Geez, she had a whole huge list.
Whole bunch.
That was a great list, though. Not a Stargate in that.
You've got a small, it's not a league, it's like a squad or legion of geeks.
An army.
An army of them.
Who was that?
Ryan Ward says Ducky from NCIS, Dax from Trek, I assume from DS9.
Yeah.
Dumbledore, Bill Baggins, Walter Bishop from Fringe, and the Doctor as the League of Storytellers.
Aww.
Which is awesome.
So tweets coming in live here as we're doing the show, and again, at Super Geeked Up, hashtag SGU, folks. Eros Orocho at Hunter's Realm, Banner, Hulk, Tweaky, that's Buck Rogers, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's nice. Egon from Ghostbusters, Felicity from Arrow, and Hardison from Leverage. It's a unique list, very nice.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis, that lister's mate, Mr. Rogers.
Yes.
The Avengers and the X-Men, okay, those are just two teams on their own, but all right, sure. Steve Urkel and all of Super Geeked Up. Oh, thank you.
I'm the only one that, as a kid, and probably as an adult, but as a kid, I always found Mr. Rogers to be kind of creepy.
Well, not as creepy as going to someone's wardrobe fitting when they first come on the cast.
No, I mean, I think there's
Look
good
at
logic
Mr.
here.
Rogers' wardrobe
We
fitting.
don't know. He could have been
cardigans.
there. We don't know.
Right. He was like, why aren't you wearing sweaters?
Here's a good logic of Mr. Rogers, though. Every group or league or assembly of people needs like a moral compass. So he could be the one that's like, hey guys, this is the right thing to do.
Right.
I don't know. I just thought a man that talked this soft and played with puppets seemed really creepy.
But he was really a badass because he used to be in, it was like Special Forces or something.
Yeah.
Maybe I was picking up on that.
So, Julie, who are your choices for your League of
prepare.
Geeks?
I didn't prepare.
Oh, geez, come on, Julie. It's not like
hold on.
not like you don't host a
Han
show or something every week.
I know. No, Han Solo. No, I somehow missed that part. Okay, but it's got to be Han Solo. He's my top choice. Sidney Bristow from Alias.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I almost put her on my list too.
Me too.
And then I got to have the Winchester brothers.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're just also eye candy.
And they kick ass. And then I don't know.
think that's a pretty good list.
That's
That's good.
I don't need enough
great
bit.
list.
Although a Starbuck is
They're so
the
good. you
female
only need
Starbuck.
4.
The female.
Yes.
Mhm, absolutely.
There you
Of
go.
course. All right, here's my list. So at first, I was making a list, and many of the characters you guys said, and then I kind of reinterpreted my own question, and I was like, hey, maybe I should actually pick characters who are geeks themselves. Like, I didn't think necessarily you guys were going to do that, but I was like, if it's a league of geeks, like us, we're all geeks, let me pick characters that are really geeks, that are fictional,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
So that's what I did here. So I got Sherlock Holmes. I'm actually surprised nobody else has said him.
Whoa.
So he'd be
Good
awesome.
choice.
Frankly, obviously, he'd be solving any mystery you guys, the league has to solve. He's on it.
Particular incarnation of Sherlock Holmes, or just the idea of Sherlock?
I was thinking Benedict Cumberbatch when I was thinking about it, but I mean, it could
Yes.
be anyone.
Yes.
So I do have Hermione Granger because I think you know some magic. It's always good to have on the team. Oracle, because she's actually my favorite hacker out of all the different hackers there are. I think Oracle is actually that's probably the best hacker out there. But Peter Parker, and I picked Chuck Bartowski from the series Chuck
Oh.
Yay.
because he has the intersect in his brain, man. So he's an awesome spy, and he's super geeky.
I would pick Morgan Grimes.
Oh, okay. Well, you can have Morgan. I'll take Chuck. You can be at the B team.
Oh.
I think Sydney Bristow beats out the other spies.
She does. She actually is my favorite spy. I had her, but I don't consider her a geek. And but what I was doing, I said I'm only going to pick geeky characters.
Okay. Cool.
Nice.
So that's my
Very
list.
nice.
There you go, folks. Again, please keep even if you're listening to this in post or watching it, you can send your list in. We'd love to see what it is. All right, so we got some other stuff coming up. We're gonna do Tangent Tales later on in the show, which is where I've actually created an intro to a geeky story, and then I'm gonna make these guys continue it on the spot. All right, so we're basically gonna make up a story right here live on air. It's gonna be amazing.
A classic.
Every time we do these, the fans say, "Can we get a
What could
transcript
go
of that?"
wrong?
Nothing could go wrong. And we're gonna debut a new game. It's called what, Nicole?
It's called Leave a Message After the
This is actually not,
favorite.
that's the best part of the game right there, just the title. So it's all going to go downhill from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've got a lot of geeky news actually. We're gonna talk new Star Wars footage, Civil War, and a little Assassin's Creed movie talk as well. All right, stay tuned. We got a big. Actually, this is a big show for a bonus show.
It is, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually had to do stuff, guys, twice in 1 week.
I know. Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, anyway, let's get to our guest, though, before we do any of that stuff. So we just recently joined Blog Talk Radio. So again, if you're listening to us on Blog Talk, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Thank you, Blog Talk, for having us. And we formed a new network there called the League of Geeks. And we teamed up with two other awesome podcasts. And so that's who our guests are tonight. And so we have Marks and Julie from Genretainment. What's up, guys?
Yay.
Hi there.
Right. And we also have Ian Cullen from SFP-NOW.
Woo woo.
Hey, how you doing?
From his closet. No.
Woohoo! Looks like he's in a closet in an undisclosed location.
No, that's Nicole.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, they're hunting
yes.
me.
Well,
I've
she
got to
looks
find
like a
somewhere they're
hostage.
hunting me.
Nicole looks like she should be just reading it off of a piece of paper.
Marks and Julie, so you want to guys, let's start with Genretainment. If people haven't listened to it before, you want to tell people about what the show's about?
We have a show.
Yeah. So, Genretainment podcast where we interview different filmmakers, web series creators, authors,
Actors, writers,
occasionally game designers.
anybody really.
Yep. And we've been around since 2012, and and we've been having a lot of fun interviewing people. So.
Musicians. We've got musicians, conlingers.
Yeah, our Conlane episodes have been very popular. So,
Yeah.
if you don't know what I'm talking about, like Klingon,
Constructed language.
constructed languages.
Cool.
He's like, what the heck are you guys interviewing?
Nice. And they've also had us on as guests, so they're super
Oh
cool.
yeah, I thought she looked familiar.
and we stole from you guys, so
We did, actually. We've stolen a couple games from them.
with
All right,
permission, we asked.
Yes. Let's go over. Oh,
Jeff
So
has
limited.
been on 3 times. So
I've been on 3 times. Oh shit! Am I like one of the most frequent guests then?
Ding, 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 ding,
Probably
ding.
so, yeah.
Yeah. All
No,
right.
you're just a guy to get when you run out of money.
All right, so on Twitter, before I get to Ian here, so Maria Durant said, yes, Sherlock and Oracle, good choices. Thank you, Maria. Appreciate that. All right, let's see here. And I don't know, some other tweets are going in. Okay, I'll read those later. All right, so Ian. Ian, tell people about SFP-NOW, which stands for Sci-Fi Pulse.
Yeah, exactly. SFP-NOW is kind of like the official podcast of sci-fi-post.net. It's been going in various incarnations since 2009, and we've interviewed people such as Amanda Tapping, Bruce Boxleitner, and lots of different people. Much like Matt, we interview writers, directors, producers, musicians, and even comic book writers as well. So, you know, we do an interview, and we also have a discussion segment where I have a couple of friends on, and we talk about the week in TV and the weekly geeky news and stuff like that.
Perfect.
Awesome. Very cool. Now, so where can people, besides, of course, on Blog Talk Radio and the League of Geeks Network, but where can people check out your show?
Well, both Sci-Fi Pulse and Genretainment are on sci-fi-pulseradio.com, and also sci-fi-pulseradio.com. You can get us on Stitcher and is it iTunes? It's iTunes.
Cool. Awesome.
I remember Stitcher, but not iTunes.
So that's not that big.
Stitcher's doing better for us now.
I guess I don't think iTunes is going to take off. I would.
No,
It's a little eye. It's small.
Yes. It's going to pass in a year.
Little eye.
Cool, but you could. So all 3 of us, again, if you are listening on Blog Talk, you can find us every week on the League of Geeks Network, and so pretty much, I think every day, I think Monday through Friday, we're gonna have something up there. Is the idea? So hey, pretty much your week's set, folks. You don't need to plan anything out. Just listen to us.
Come see us.
Or hear us.
Hear
Yes.
us.
Come listen to us. Come visit us.
Let us live inside.
Wait, are you gonna give your address out? What do you? Okay, so there we go. Let's see. Other people are still sending in tweets for their characters for League of Geeks. We've got some people sending some Firefly ones like Kaylee.
Yes.
We have MacGyver. We also had an A-team, Howling Man Murdoch.
MacGyver!
The Radical Geek actually sent all those in, so that was awesome. And all right, and we have some other Xena, Oracle Choice. Oh, Wonder Woman, nice.
Oh, nice.
That was Raisa Devereaux who sent that in. All right, cool. Thanks for tweeting in,
Hey,
guys.
Raisa, she's watching. She's one of my co-hosts on SFP-NOW. So.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's cool. Awesome.
Hi.
Hello.
All right, so we're going to do our new game in just a minute. But first, Nicole, a message from our sponsor.
A message from our sponsor. This episode of Super Geeked Up is brought to you by TrekFan, the world's fastest growing Star Trek fan club. For SU viewers in the United States, all new TrekFan members will receive a cool Trek gift in the mail. TrekFan membership is always free. Join the adventure at trekfan.org.
That's great.
Very nice.
I love how you leaned into your mic.
I know, it's off the side, so I was like, well, if I just... I don't know what I was doing.
It was very radio
no,
drama-y.
make it-
I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Yes.
Oh my god, we should do it as a jingle one time. Oh, why do I suggest these things?
Oh, it's good. Now, Tanya, you're the one who's going to do it.
Oh no!
Let's get some music for it.
Well, actually, we'll all do it. We'll all do it as a jingle. We'll all suffer together.
Okay, good. Yeah, don't just look at me.
On Twitter, at WebVSusan says, "At last, an episode I can be awake to watch live." If you're watching this for the first time, usually we're Wednesdays at 11 p.m. Eastern. So Susan's asleep then, I guess. So good. Yay, Susan, you're watching live.
Yay.
Watching live.
And Kate at Trek 1000 says, "I am watching the show with Care Bears in the background. Someone save me." Wait, I don't. Okay, so explain, Kate, more. Like, are you watching Care Bears on TV? Are there actual Care Bears in your apartment behind you?
Are you seeing Care Bears on my bridge?
That's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Unleash
fridge
the mind of ponies.
I'm picturing
Anyway.
Care Bears just standing behind her, going, "Watch."
And they're doing the Care Bear stare, so they're just staring at her creepily.
That's terrifying.
Glass side
Oh my
stare.
God, I just thought of a really great horror short. Anyway, which breaks a lot of my face.
No.
No.
Okay, let's go to our new game, and we'll hand it over to Nicole.
Yeah, so we're debuting a new game. Leave a message after the geek, and it's basically where we're creating the outgoing voicemail messages for a selection of characters, kind of like superhero tweets. And we have a few characters that we picked. So I'll read off all the characters first, just so you guys kind of can start planning your answers on Twitter. So we have Jean-Luc Picard, Ursula from The Little Mermaid, Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead, Harley Quinn, Cruella de Vil, and Spock. So those are the characters that we are creating voicemail messages for. So, who would like to go first with a Jean-Luc Picard greeting?
I'll go.
Everyone jump at once.
All right,
I'll
Tanya.
I'll be the sacrificial lamb.
Okay.
Oh, it's better if I do the accent, but I can't today. If you want to talk to Jean-Luc, please press 0. If you want to talk to Riker, press number 1.
That was really fucking good.
Good job.
No one will ever follow that now.
Actually, see, Tanya's always the one who says, "Oh, God damn it, I have to follow this awesome answer," and she goes last. So now she killed it for everybody else.
First time ever.
She's so happy right now because it always happens the other way around.
That's awesome.
I don't think I can do the accent either, but how about I'm not answering the phone right now. I draw the line here.
Nice, guys.
No further.
Yeah.
Jeff?
Yes. All right. Let's see.
I just don't know.
You've reached Jean-Luc Picard, captain of the Enterprise, of the United Federation of Planets. I'm most likely drinking tea, Earl Grey, hot, or solving a huge diplomatic crisis, or possibly being assimilated by the Borg. Please leave a message, unless you are Counselor Troy's mother, in which case I'm on a secret mission that I won't be back for several years. Otherwise, leave a message, or as I like to say, make it so.
Cool. Yeah.
Is it
Ian?
me?
Marks? Anybody?
It's
Come on, what do you
John
guys-
Picard. Engage.
Nice.
Nice.
That's good. Yeah. Marks or Julie?
I didn't think
I
of
did
one.
one.
Julie did one.
I really didn't think of one for. I didn't know we were going to do all of them. I'm bad. So let me just think of something
You
off
gave
the
me
fly.
bad information.
Sorry.
Well, you don't have to have every one. That's okay. But I think you should make one up on the fly anyway.
I'm going to make one up on the fly. It's going to be really bad and will embarrass me.
Good.
And please leave a message. I'm busy being assimilated. I will not return your call, but I will be assimilating you soon.
That's nice and creepy.
Resistance futile. Sorry.
Ooh, I thought of another one. Just really briefly. There are 4 beeps. Leave a message.
Yes! Yes!
I
Reference.
get it. Gotta be a big Trek fan to get that. All right, very good.
That's awesome, you guys.
I'm revealing my true colors.
Yeah, that's
That's
awesome.
Ian.
I forget what a huge TNG fan you also are. So Kate at Trekkie 1000, by the way, said she's babysitting and the kids are watching Care Bear. So now we have.
Okay.
That's a little less disturbing then.
Yeah.
Yes. So again, folks, tweet it. We want to hear your voicemail greetings for these characters. I tweeted them all out, so start tweeting in. Who's
We're
up
getting
next?
a lot.
Ursula?
Ursula, yes.
I never watched The Little Mermaid.
What?
Me either.
Oh, hang on. Sorry, wait. We had a tweet that just came in about Picard from Mike Cacconi. He says, "Don't know about voicemail, but Picard's phone sex is probably just all come and make it so."
He just needs to add a hey there in front of that and we're good.
There's definitely
Fuck, we're in game.
Bravo.
Well done, Sarah. We of the night so far.
Oh, great.
This one.
All right, and then Nicole's like, let's get to the Little Mermaid. And no, all right, give us some Ursula ones.
Yeah. Oh, you want me to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Hello. You've reached the ruler of all the ocean, where the waves obey my every whim. Just kidding. It's my voicemail. You want me to call you back? Give me a good reason why I should. You can't get something for nothing, you know. I basically just strung a bunch of lines of hers together.
That was awesome. That's awesome. Mine is, I've got your voice. Why are you even trying?
Oh, that's so good.
Tanya's clever at this game.
She's good. Yeah, she's dominating.
This is sleep deprivation. Evidently, I'm very creative when I don't sleep.
You are doing great. It's awesome.
Anybody
Anyone
else?
else?
Anybody else have an Ursula one?
Okay. I did look it up online though. So I managed to find her singing. So I guess something about.
Are you gonna sing? Oh my God, sing! Do it.
Oh, you back? Oh, you poor unfortunate soul.
Oh, good one.
Unfortunate soul, you got my voicemail. Leave a message.
I had to look
It
at it.
something like, if you leave a message, I'll steal your voice or something.
Yeah.
Leave a message if you dare.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, so what about the next one is Rick Grimes.
I don't like The Walking Dead.
I don't either, but I'm gonna do an impression of Rick Grimes, even though I don't really know what he sounds like.
Do it.
Hey, it's Rick.
Character was your idea.
I know it was, but I think it would be funny to do it.
Okay.
I think it would be funny as a voicemail greeting.
Okay.
Hey, it's
Sorry.
Hey, it's Rick. Sorry I didn't return your call. I've been in a coma. and then I woke up and there's all these fucking zombies all over the place. And oh shit! What the fuck? Oh my god! Oh fuck! I'm dead.
I love how you did actions for your voicemail message.
Yeah,
That's what happened as he was trying to record it. I feel.
That's actually, I had kind of a similar style with mine, but not as good. You want to hear it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm a little busy right now. Carl, watch out! And then it's like, click. And then
So when a zombie attack, he's like, "Oh, watch out!" All right.
No, I get it.
What about-
Am I the only one who watches the show?
Yeah.
I know,
What
because
happened?
Carl's like always gonna get in trouble. Well, in the beginning.
Oh, Carl.
Carl.
Sorry, I
but
didn't
he
catch the Carl
says
part.
it. He says it oddly.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have a Rick Grimes? Because I've got one. If no one else has one.
I have one kind of.
Go. Yeah.
Okay, so what if it was something like, "Hi, I'm gonna talk like a guy. Hi,
Okay.
this is Rick. I want you to leave a message, but I'm gonna keep holding down the button and talking until the time runs out."
He does talk a lot sometimes. Kind of preaches.
All right, I got something for this. Maybe.
Okay.
Let me look here. I'm not gonna do an impression. Sorry.
That's okay.
This is why I'm behind the camera. So you'll recognize, if you watch Walking Dead, you'll recognize some of these lines, the beginning lines at least. I don't know if you're out there. I don't know if you can hear me. Maybe you're listening right now. I hope so. I found others, if you can believe it. Oh, stay away from Atlanta. Farms, prisons, and anyone that gives themselves code names like Governor never ends well. I promise you, if you leave a message after the gunshot, I will return your call. And then you hear a zombie moan and then a gunshot. Boom.
That's cool.
That was amazing.
That's amazing.
Mine is a similar concept of, because instead of just leaving a message for someone to leave a message, because it's a zombie apocalypse, why are you using a phone? Like, why are you trying to be administratively
This could
on
be
the ball?
It could be pigeons.
Maybe like something with smoke signals, but why are you trying to use the phone? Mine is Carl. Carl, if it's you, we're in the prison. We're going to the prison. Son, do you hear me? Because he talks a little bit.
Aw, that's a good
Oh,
one.
yours is depressing.
Yeah. Oh man, way to bring everybody down.
I'm sad now.
I can't go on.
Have you not seen The Walking Dead?
I'm walking depressed.
Everybody dies. It's not a happy show,
Let's
people.
go back to the coma. That was better.
Okay.
Ian, do you have one?
This is Rick Ryan, and I'm an Englishman with a gun. Are you really gonna argue with me?
He is an Englishman with a gun.
He is an Englishman with a gun, yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Next one.
Can I just say, limited release, thank you for saying, hello, this is Rick Grimes, have you seen Coral? I was going to do Coral as opposed to Carl.
Oh, yeah.
Is Coral a character?
No,
No,
but he pronounces it weird,
Oh,
right?
he says
Yeah.
Carl Coral.
It sounds like Coral. Coral.
Is Carl the son? His son?
Yeah, his son.
Okay. Wow, you think he would know how to say his own son's name?
Yeah, but he's English, so yeah.
No offense, Ian.
Trying
The
not to be
character's not English. The character is American.
No, I know.
I just
but-
like
Oh,
messing
no,
with the.
The guy's an actor as well. You know that's kind of like a double rate.
I mostly just like messing with Ian every chance I get. It's fine.
Cool. Do you guys want to go to the next character?
Oh, yes, we do.
Okay, so the
Of
next
course you
character
do.
is Harley Quinn. I think Jeff might want to go first.
Because I have another great impersonation.
Oh my god, please do the voice, please.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay. Go.
Hang on.
Ring, 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 ring.
Hey, you've reached Harley, the main squeeze, and Mr. J. If this is the guy who keeps leaving heavy breathing on my phone, I know it's you, Batman. Catwoman and Poison Ivy said you were doing the same thing to them. It's really creepy. Anyway, gotta go poison the Gotham water supply with Mr. J. Toodles.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
Thank you.
very good.
I actually feel that was my one good impersonation. To be
That's
honest.
a really
That was
good yeah.
awesome.
I was gonna say I'll try to do impersonation, but actually I don't think it's even gonna be anywhere
I
near
was
what you just did.
watching a lot of the Batman animated series when I was younger.
That's okay. That's amazing. Who else has a Harley voicemail greeting?
Oh, I'll give it a go.
Okay.
I'll give it a go. Hey, pumpkins! This is Harley Quinn, and I've just been cruising with Batman down some of the gay bars because he's got a fetish for rubber. I'll be back in a moment. Bye.
Oh my gosh, it's so random. I love it.
Okay, Marks and I worked as a team, so he wrote
Okay.
it and I'll read it.
Okay.
So let me see if I can do this.
Oh, and
Oh no, this is a cold read too. This will be
And
fun.
see?
Okay. Oh my God! What did you write?
Now you're regretting this, aren't you?
I am. I should have read it first. Jingle bells, Batgirl smells, bird boy laid an egg. The Batmobile lost a wheel and Puddin' got away. Mr. J and I are out causing a little old-fashioned chaos. Leave a message at the Yahtzee.
Oh my god, that's so good!
Well done.
Oh my gosh, that's so
All right. By the way,
amazing.
limited release just tweeted in. Jeff actually nailed that Harley impression a little too well. Thank you. Thank you.
Not
That's
wrong.
the best praise I've ever gotten. I'm gonna cosplay Harley Quinn the next con.
I was gonna say you can crossplay. That would be amazing.
Oh,
Mhm.
you'd be a really good Harley Quinn.
I know. That's what I'm saying. And carry Big Hammer. It's awesome. Tanya, you could be the Joker.
Walk crazy and carry a big hammer.
I'll be all over that. I'll be Heath Ledger's Joker. That would be my
Yeah.
That'd be excellent.
That is so cute. Who else? Is it Tanya? Did you go?
Yeah, but the bar has been set so high.
I know.
I'm back in my normal spot, guys. Started off too strong.
Do you want me to go? Because mine's not going to be very good. And then you can go after. You
You've
won't
said
feel
this
bad.
before, Nicole.
No, it's really not anywhere compared to what they did.
Okay. Mine's short. I'll do it. It's really
Okay.
It's literally just leave a message, Puddin'. That's all.
That's
Okay.
cute.
That was very brief.
Yeah.
Appropriate.
Okay, I'll see if I can go.
Oh my
Better than mine.
You know what's so
Done that
weird? Literally, as you just said that, Tanya, Anthony Davis tweeted in the same exact thing you just
Oh my
as you were saying.
god.
Oh my god, get on my brain.
That is so funny. Okay, see if I can go. I can't do the.
I didn't do it either.
Just
I
do it. You don't have to do the voice.
Okay, this is Harley. I'm busy right now. Mr. J and I are running errands. Leave a message. Mwah.
Running errands.
Yeah, but no, not really running errands. It's a pause. Errands. Not.
What?
You don't get it.
No, I don't. Sorry.
I meant like she's saying errands, but really they're causing like mayhem in the city.
So errands is the code word.
Running
Yeah, errands is the code word.
Errands.
Yeah, errands.
I thought
air
they were
quotes.
With air quotes. Okay.
They must go through a lot of makeup and like tights.
I know, right?
They have to go down to the corner drugstore a lot.
Probably.
I want to be that cashier.
Midnight cashier, just like not surprised by anything, whatever.
That's funny. All right, you guys ready for the next character?
Yes.
Okay, Cruella de Vil.
Woohoo! Now I got the song
Yeah.
in my head. Cruella de Vil. See, I'm not the only one. I love that.
Oh, yeah, that's it's good.
I've seen 101 Dalmatians about 100 times. When I was growing up, I would watch it over, and like it would be done, I would rewind and watch it again. Just,
I haven't seen this since I was a kid, but I liked it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was a kid, but I would watch it all the time, like 3 times a day. I'm not quite sure why, but I did.
But
The
the,
puppies.
but the character
The cartoon version or the
Yes,
feature?
they did a wonderful job with her on Once Upon a Time.
Yeah.
Oh,
they
see,
did.
I haven't gone to that part.
Oh, you're not up to that season yet, right? Yeah.
No,
Well, guess
no.
what? I just got a message today because apparently my phone is sending me Netflix messages now that season 4 is on Netflix of Once Upon
Oh,
a Time now.
cool.
So
Oh,
you can watch it.
perfect. Sweet.
Anyway,
Okay.
so Nicole, you should start off then since you're such a huge fan.
Okay. Well, yeah. All right. I forget how she talks, but we'll just say, congratulations. You've got my voicemail because I think you're a moron. Don't leave me a message because let's be honest, I probably won't call you back. Unless you're a purveyor of fine fur. Then leave me a message, and if you don't sound like an incompetent twit, I might call you back.
Very nice. You
Like
got her down. And also, Nicole, on Twitter, Maria Durant says, in Texas, we call running errands doing our rat killing. Maybe that fits
Oh.
better.
Ooh.
There you go.
or a bat killing.
Anybody else got a Cruella voicemail greeting?
I do. Thank you for calling the Humane Society. We promise to take care of all your dogs.
Oh.
Tanya.
All right, Julie.
Yeah, I can have one. Okay. My pups are not answering the phone right now. Good help is so hard to find. Please, darling, do leave a message while I go pick out my new coat.
Oh, good one.
I love that you did the action of throwing your scarf over your shoulders. You did that. It's great.
On Twitter right now, Web v. Susan just tweeted out maybe the worst pick of Mark's and me ever. Just
Oh my
because
gosh, where is it?
it's from Miami. I just retweeted it. So look at the Super Geeked Up account. It's from Miami Web Fest with the Daniela Diorio, who works for Webby Guide. Okay, so I'm assuming, Marks, if you look at this, probably we were deliberately making some kind of weird faces because it looks ridiculous.
You look very angry.
Oh,
I look really pissed off.
Really?
Yeah.
I
You're
get
gonna
that
punch the
look
person
all
who took
the
the phone.
that's funny.
Marks just looks kind of, I don't know, perplexed.
I think that looks from him all the time, though, so I don't see.
All right. Yeah.
That's
So, hey,
funny.
look, we really had a great time there. We were just
Oh yeah.
around, guys. It was great.
I can tell.
Yes. So good.
Anybody
All right, so
else?
yeah, anybody other Cruella, or are we going to go on to the last one? All right, last one it
Yes.
is.
Yes, last one.
Spock.
Spock. All right, who's got a Spock message?
I'll do it.
Okay.
I find the fact that you're calling me completely illogical. Please hang up the phone.
Nice. Tanya?
I have. This technology is outmoded and obsolete. If you insist on using it, know that I may not return your message.
There you
Ah.
go.
On Twitter, Eli David said for Spock, when you eliminate the phone call, whatever remains, however improbable, must be your message. Leave one at the beep. Which is a little lines actually in there, but that would fit with Spock too.
It'll work.
Very good.
Okay, I got one.
Okay.
Greetings. I am currently trapped in a parallel universe. If you see me in a goatee, approach with caution. Otherwise, it's only logical to leave a message. Live long and prosper.
Nice.
Very nice. So mine is, Dr. McCoy, please stop leaving racist Vulcan slurs on my voicemail. It is mostly logical. That's it.
Perfect.
I think you should put drunken in there. Drunken Rachel.
That's even better. Oh my God. Okay, limited release. Nick Montgomery has too much time in his hands. He just. I'm gonna retweet this right now. He just tweeted in a picture of my face on a Harley Quinn cosplay.
Oh my gosh, wait a second. I've got to see
I gotta
this.
see this.
It is the sexiest thing you guys will ever see in your lives.
Uh,
So if you're not listening live, folks, you gotta go.
Make it so!
You gotta go to the Super
Make it
Geeked
so,
Up.
number one! Make it so!
Wow.
I'm going to have nightmares.
Like, that's burned into my
That
brain
is
now.
scary.
Thanks, Nick.
I'm gonna see this.
That's what you think about every night.
You.
I'm sorry, excuse me, I have to go scrub my eyeballs.
Oh, I can't see Suicide Squad now.
You're thinking of me. I think Nicole, Tanya, I think we're going to put that up on our website so people who are not watching live can find it and know what we're laughing about so much.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
we can embed that. I
So
think.
go to the Interact page on supergeekedup.com, folks, if you're not watching live, so you can see this ridiculous picture we're
Yeah,
talking
I'll
about.
put it up right now.
Wow.
Oh, my Nicole's all over it. All right.
Funny.
Wow.
He needs to put your face over Harley in the trailer. And kind of like, I don't know if you saw the Deadpool Trump parody trailer.
No.
Oh yeah, they put like they
You
gave.
didn't show that to me.
It just happened today, or I just saw it today. They had, it was the trailer of Deadpool, but they had sound bites that he's speaking from Trump speeches, and he's got like Trump hair on him.
Oh my god.
And then the part where he's getting insulted about how he looks, they just have Trump like CGI'd in there, and he's just getting like weird looks.
Because anything Trump says is going to be crazier than anything Deadpool says.
And that's the scary part. It's true, yeah.
It was an interesting parody trailer.
Real life is always crazier than fiction.
It's true.
All right, so I think that was a successful first game of Leave a Message After the Geek.
Yeah.
I can't do as well as Nicole.
Leave a message after the geek.
There you go. Okay, so people are enjoying the picture on Twitter of me as Harley.
I'm not sure if enjoying is the word, but...
No, wait, they're saying, ha ha ha, love this. That's what Kate just tweeted in, so there you go.
Oh,
She always wants me to dress up like girls, actually. So that's yeah.
I'm posting it in just a second on our website.
So anyway, let's go to, actually, we're going to talk some geeky news in a second, including Star Wars, Civil War, Assassin's Creed. But let's take a quick commercial break. If you're watching live, you're not going to see it, but if you're listening in post or watching, you're going to see a quick commercial right here, and we'll see you back in a second.
Welcome back from commercial break. You're here at Super Geeked Up with the League of Geeks, and we are about to dish on some geeky news.
How about the dish?
Yeah.
Like E. By the way, Eli David thinks the picture of me as Harley should be our new avatar for Super Geeked Up.
I was
Oh my
going to
God.
suggest that should just be our new profile.
So.
That would get so many viewers. It's not even fun. All right. Oh, hey, I think at Craig Allen Poole just tweeted in. I think he's one of our Patreon donors from England. I think he's like Ian, staying up late to watch us. Thank you very much,
Aw,
sir.
Thank you.
Cool. Thank you.
Insomniacs rule!
Woo!
Geeky news time. Okay, so let's start with Star Wars: The Force Awakens. So yesterday, Thursday, the Star Wars
Thursday.
What?
Sorry.
Thursday? Okay.
Yeah,
thanks.
Thursday.
Very important to get that out there. the Star Wars.
She's trying to get awareness on that.
Yeah. The Star Wars Instagram released, I think it was, I don't know, about 14, 15 seconds of Star Wars footage. Some of it was what we've seen before, but there's a couple of new shots, including the last shot, which was fucking awesome, I thought. And so I don't know, I guess, guys, I don't know, just go watch it 15 seconds if you haven't seen it yet, because we're going to talk about it. But so what did you guys think? Did everybody see it? What did you guys think about it?
I got chills at that last part, at the last shot. It was really cool.
Yeah, the last shot is John Boyega's character, who in other ones we've seen him with the Stormtrooper helmet and stuff. He ignites a blue lightsaber, and he's in like a snowy wooded field where we see I'm just going to call him Mr. Crossguard lightsaber dude, where we've seen him before. It looks like the same area. So, and the way they cut it, it was like those two shots back to back. So they're making us think like it's going to be a duel. That may not actually happen, but that's what they're making you think.
And they had that cool like voiceover in the beginning.
Yeah, that's Andy Serkis.
Oh.
Which is General something or another. I forget his name, but.
Oh, I love
he's a bad guy, isn't he?
Yeah, I would. With that voice, I would think so.
Yeah.
And he's a general. Generals seem to always be. Well, that's not true. There were good generals on the rebel side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. I think I'm encouraged that because of their use of practical effects, and they just seem like they're trying to recapture the feel of the original Star Wars. I mean, more. Oh.
Yeah, I have to say, like, in my mind, episodes 1 through 3 never happened, so I still like Star Trek.
Star Wars too.
Oh my God! Wow.
No, in my mind, episodes 1 through 3 never happened, because I grew up on Star Wars. I grew up, in the original, and I thought episodes 1 through 3 were just like truly absolute atrocities, just like some of the worst movies ever made.
Stop.
The history of movies.
The worst movies
That's
ever
people go
made.
so crazy that it's ridiculous.
They were horrible.
No, they were not.
I would have walked out if I hadn't paid money. And I'm embarrassed I paid money.
Mark doesn't even leave me. He's so upset by what you're saying.
I wouldn't say it was that bad.
They were.
Not at all. And Revenge of the Sith is a great movie.
Yeah, I don't think it's
I thought
hard.
that Revenge of the shit.
Yeah,
Come on.
pretty much.
I think it would have been better if like all three of those had been looped into one movie. I think that would have been more powerful.
That probably would have been. I would agree.
But I had decided that I wasn't going to like any other Star Wars at all. But this has given me some hope. I think this might be good.
A New Hope.
A New Hope. I guess they've set the bar so low that like anything's going to be good now. But they were horrible. They just killed my childhood love for.
Look, we're talking about Force Awakens though, so let's get back.
Yes, and I think it looks really. So far, it looks really good.
The only thing that makes me sad is that they dumped all the expanded universe material from the books. But besides that, I like what I see quite a bit, and I like that BB-8 is actually practical. Like they actually had him roll out and roll around like live at an event difference. One time recently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's hanging around a lot of Premiership football games here in the UK. He's sort of like he's overworked here.
Mason Devereaux on Twitter, by the way, says Serkis is Supreme Leader Snoke.
Okay. Cool.
There you go.
What's his last name?
Snoke, S-N-O-K-E.
Okay, I think
he's going to choke.
I said Snook.
Yeah, he's Supreme Leader Joke.
This is no dog, dude.
By the way, a quick tangent here. People on Twitter who have never watched our show are now tweeting in about the picture of me as Harley Quinn. Like, Bad Chisel says, I will get even with the party responsible for this shot. That's limited release, sir. So direct your shots at him.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, so maybe we'll get a lot more viewers now because of this. This is gonna be like a meme or whatever, or just.
I think you need a meme like every episode. Jeff is some new character.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Best.
Oh, this is awesome.
Nick, we're gonna.
This is how you go viral, everyone.
Yeah.
All right, this is what makes us go viral. That's the most preposterous thing ever, but I'll take it.
There's no predicting viral stuff. It just happens.
That's very true. Very true. Anyway, Star Wars
are completely unpredictable.
So Force Awakens, you know what I think is really cool? I think Abrams is very much a master of this. Just the way they're like slowly teasing things out and giving you little glimpses and a little more here and there, but we don't actually know what's going to go on, which I love because I hate knowing in advance, like having things spoiled. So I think it's just pretty brilliant what they're doing, and probably one of the best campaigns of this I've seen, to be honest with you, in terms of how building up hype and rolling things out.
And I have faith in him. I unfortunately I think George Lucas lost his mojo. So like,
I think George Lucas, he was just thinking of merchandising. That was it. That was all he cared about.
Yeah. So it seemed like.
I think he started to slant a little bit too much towards younger demographics.
Oh, like those stupid monkeys in the new Indiana Jones. Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right, Julie, you just need to do your own show, just like ranting off all of this separately.
But I think J.J. Abrams is a good fit for this show, or for this movie. I mean, even better. I mean, I like the Star Trek movies, but even better fit than the Star Trek movies. He's a better fit for Star Wars.
Yeah.
So, and I really like the throwback to the classical feel. Mm-hmm. I think it's got all the potential to be really good.
Giving us a new hope. Yay.
Yeah. Can't wait. It's actually getting pretty close. Only a few months away now.
Wow.
I can't wait to see it.
We all can't wait, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun to watch.
Anthony Davis just tweeted in regards to your picture. He's like, "What a drag!" And then,
oh my God! So many people are tweeting this picture out now.
Yeah, Maria was like, "In keeping with their geeky brand, ... and then tweeted the picture.
This is awesome.
Oh my gosh, you guys, this is too hilarious.
All right, so go check out the. We actually on our supergeekedup.com on the Interact page, guys. We have these link to the Star Wars footage. If you haven't seen it, you can go check it out right there. So in other news, Captain America: Civil War, the upcoming movie.
Yes.
They revealed the poster with the poster has the two basically I don't know 5 or 6 characters on each side going at it. Mm-hmm. And Tanya, you're supposed to talk about this. I'm going to shut up and let you do it.
Yeah, stop taking my limelight, Jeff Burns.
Well, hey, look. Now that this picture is going viral, I'm obviously the most important person on the show. Obviously.
Well, when you're done, I want to chime in. So you do it, and then I'm going to chime in after you.
Yeah. So basically, I find it cool that it's Jeremy Renner who actually tweeted this out. It didn't come from the Marvel account. But basically, yeah, it shows the 2 different sides of. I guess he tweeted an earlier reference to this back in June, saying like, "Are you ready to choose sides?" And then the new one he's tweeted out actually shows who is on the different sides. And we were talking earlier, like before the show started, that we think we've met all of the characters in some Marvel movie somewhere, not necessarily the Avengers, but like in Winter Soldier or in Ant-Man or in we've met all of them aside from I think there was one where we weren't sure if we'd met that one or not.
Why don't you tell who's on each side?
Okay, I'm going to pull up the article just because I don't remember off by heart.
Because we got the Cap side and the Iron Man side, basically. Yeah. Those are the.
I just think it's sad. It looks like Black Widow and Hawkeye are on opposite sides. That makes me so sad.
This is true. Well, I mean, and it's interesting who's missing.
That's contention.
It is contention. Who's missing.
Double agent.
Ooh,
don't make me happy.
Okay, let me talk about sides. First. Okay, so first is obviously Captain America. He's got the Winter Soldier, Falcon, and Red Wing, who we're not sure if we've seen or not yet. Ant-Man, Sharon Carter, and Hawkeye are on Captain America's side. And then on Iron Man's side, we've got Black Widow, War Machine, Black Panther, and Vision. And what this article that we were reading says is that it seems like the Captain America side might be a little bit outgunned.
See, I know they said that. I actually don't think they were really saying they don't stand a chance in hell. I don't agree with that at all. I think they
have the Vision.
I mean, that's the thing. Right? Vision is the big problem. Whoever has Vision has a lot of
power. I'm so excited for Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
I love that he's on Jeremy Renner's shoulder.
I love Ant-Man.
I know, and you know what? Oh my gosh, I love that movie, especially like the Luis character, which I hope he's in this movie because it would just be the best, right?
Yeah, he was funny, Luis. I like Luis.
I think he's the weak link on the Caps team.
But I'm never going to
Ant-Man?
look at Thomas the Tank Engine in the same
That
way.
was fighting word.
Unless he crawls into Iron Man's suit and like does stuff to it.
That's true. Yeah.
Words because he's little.
I think
Anyway.
Ant-Man could take out. I think he could take out War Machine. I think you'd have a harder time with Iron Man because he would think up some counterattack real fast.
Yeah.
Um,
Jarvis would have his back.
yeah, but I think he could take out War Machine. He could do it. Kind of like he did the Falcon.
But my question is, have we met Red Wing anywhere?
You know, I saw that, and I think is Red Wing in the comic books? Isn't he the bird that he has? Could it be just some kind of robot drone type thing?
Well, because when you look at the photo, you can see a person with like the big wings, which we think, and then you see up above like a little plane.
That I think
Thing.
must be it.
But I don't know if we've seen it or not
All
yet.
right, so Twitter, tell us who Red Wing is. Help us out.
Yeah, we've been trying to figure that out. But it still
I'm
looks super cool.
I'm
Because in
surprised.
comic books, he can like telepathically communicate the birds or whatever, and he has a pet bird named Red Wing. I can't
You
remember.
mean Falcon?
Yeah, a falcon or something. Yeah.
No, but you mean the character Falcon can communicate with birds? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, in the comic books he can. Yeah. Not in the movies, but I wonder if they're going to do it looked like a robot drone thing. That might explain why they didn't have an actor's name by it.
Maybe.
But I don't know.
Maybe. So on Twitter, Bill Hurst Cotter is saying, Team Cap or Team Iron Man, decide.
Wait, the Red Wing guy. Wait, is that the one that's next to Captain America on the right? Or who's
Let's
that
see.
character? Because I think he was in the very end of Age of Ultron, wasn't he? At the end there, he was in the
Possibly.
when they come out and they're like Avengers, and then you see all of them. I think he was in there. I remember him.
That was Falcon. Wasn't that Falcon?
Oh, I
And
think
Maybe.
that's okay. So I just remember he was in the end of Age of Ultron, I think, in the room. Remember that?
So anyway, but yeah, that's okay. You know what? I don't. Who cares about Red Wing? That's not actually. Do you mind? It's not that important.
No, it's not. It's not.
it's crucial. It is crucial.
Crucial for this. I don't know. For me, I always cheer Iron Man, so that would be the team that I would decide.
Yeah. Just so you know, I did Google this real quick.
Yeah, actually, Brett De Silva just tweeted into Geek Up, and he's Red Wing is a drone in the movie, bird in the comics.
Woo!
So you're right, Marks.
It
Good
would
job.
be really irresponsible to take your pet bird and put him in a war.
So that's
crying
how
out
weak their team is. Apparently, they have to count a drone.
Yeah, why is that even counted as a character?
I don't know. That's really
Are there
weird.
any Care Bears in the movie?
Ooh.
That's
seems
that's the post-credit sequence.
But it's almost like counting Hawkeye's arrows as a character, you know?
Yeah.
Hawkeye, arrows.
Well,
Black Widow's guns.
no, it depends. Like, is this drone going to be kind of like R2-D2 is
gonna
a
be there.
robot?
It's
Because
gonna
be there.
R2-D2
That'd be
is
cool.
a character, C-3PO is a character, maybe Red Wing's
True.
going to be kind of in that vein.
It's
I
their
guess if he's like artificial intelligence, like if he can sort of direct itself.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Jarvis is kind of a character, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
an Iron Man, so, I mean, maybe it'll be something along those lines.
Yeah.
They'll be robot racist.
Yeah.
Vision's a robot too.
Robots are people.
Dude, toasters. Sorry, had to do it.
That's how
PSG
you
reference.
pronounce
Is
it.
he made by Cyberdyne Industries?
So I was a little surprised Black Widow is not on Cap's team since they were so tight in the Winter Soldier movie.
Yeah. I wonder what happened.
And she and Hawkeye are on opposing sides. That just makes me sad.
See, I'm really interested to see what angle they take with Civil War because in the comic books it was everybody had to register their identities and such.
Yeah.
But it's not that big a deal in the Marvel Cinematic Universe because very few people have secret identities. And I mean, we know who Captain America is. Who Iron Man says who he is to everybody. War Machine's a government agent. Thor is Thor. So
They know the government knows who Bruce Banner is. Yeah.
Opportunity.
what's that?
Spider-Man takes his mask off at every given opportunity.
And then it gets retconned because of magic.
Right.
Oh,
That's a great point, though, Marks. Yeah, actually, because when I saw this poster, one thing I did think is, I don't think they're going to be doing the storyline at all from the comics, which I think is one of the best storylines that ever has been done in comics in a very long time. So I'm actually not as excited then if they're just going to do like, if it's just going to be like, hey, here's two groups of heroes and they're going to fight. Well, okay, nice. I don't really care that much.
But it's kind of funny because I was speaking to Mark Millar yesterday.
Oh, who did the Civil War universe,
and
the comics, yeah.
And I asked him, sort of like, if there's any one thing from his comics that he's looking forward to seeing on the film. If it's on the film, what would it be? And he says basically he just wants to see Iron Man and Captain America smack the shit out of each other. that isn't his exact quote, but that's basically what he got at.
Well, I'm sure we will see that.
Yeah.
It's just, you're right, Mark, that the whole, like, the government making the hero, everybody, like, have to identify yourself, and that was like, such a good storyline. It's such, like, you saw the reason why Captain America was doing what he did and why Iron Man was doing what he did, like, and it made sense, you know, and it was like a real story.
Yeah.
A real story. How dare you?
You have to wonder if, given how much of the Marvel universe is spread around different distribution platforms, maybe that's a storyline they're going to bring up in, like, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or maybe in one of the Netflix series. Like, maybe they're going to bring up that idea somewhere else.
Yeah, maybe.
And then use it for the Avengers.
Do you know what I'd love to see in a Marvel film or a series at some point? I'd love to see the two Nick Furies meet. Can you imagine that?
That would be insane.
It'd be like, my brother from another mother.
Yeah, you could get David Hasselhoff back, couldn't you? And you'd have the ultimate SmackDown Samuel L. Jackson and Samuel L. Jackson hassling the Hoff.
Oh my God! Yeah, Hasselhoff played. What was it? Some TV movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Was it I remember this. Was it a S.H.I.E.L.D. movie or some other movie?
Yeah,
I think it was meant to be a S.H.I.E.L.D. movie. I think it was Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. or something.
Oh God, it was so bad.
God. That's horrible.
Blocked it out, Jeff.
We should find the trailer next time we do trailer trash.
Oh God. Okay, so I guess we'll move on from Civil War, but folks, you can let us know, tweet in, or you can comment on our Facebook or whatever. We'd love to hear what you think about it. Okay, so last bit of geeky news is the Assassin's Creed movie. First off, I actually didn't even know this was definitely happening, but it is. Like, it's coming out next year. Number two, I definitely didn't know Michael Fassbender was cast in it, and that's fucking awesome. And they just released.
Michael Fassbender. He's awesome.
He's like the best actor ever. So they just released a picture of him in the Assassin's Creed garb, and he looks badass. It looks awesome. If you play the game, it's spot on.
Yeah, I mean, it's like he's just, you wouldn't know it's him until they said it, and I was like, oh my God, I don't know anything about Assassin's Creed really, so, but I love Michael Fassbender. He was a great Magneto. I loved him in Inglourious Bastards, and he's just awesome.
Yeah, I thought the image was from the game at first, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
And I always thought that actor, ever since the X-Men movies, I thought he would make a good James Bond someday.
Yes.
He would. You're right.
This is kind of like James Bond, just with dual blades hidden in his sleeve.
There you go. He's cooler than James Bond. He's got cooler.
He does parkour.
I think Daniel Craig's got 2 Bond movies left in him on contract, so it's gonna be a while.
That's okay.
We can wait.
So, I'm really excited though for this movie now though, with Fassbender in it. I'm like, hell yeah, freaking awesome.
Yeah, it looks awesome, and yeah, you're right. Like I thought it was some sort of still from one of the new games or maybe downloadable content, and then when I actually saw it, I was like, oh my God, no, that's amazing. It looks so well done.
Yeah, and apparently he's playing a character that is created just for the movie. He's not a character put in the game.
I was gonna say I haven't played all of the Assassin's Creed games. I'm still trying to get through them. But I'm like, I don't recognize his name at all. So that's,
they said it was a new character.
That's very cool.
I mean, I've never played the Assassin. Oh, well, I've been playing one of the Assassin's Creed games. It's the one that they It was on PlayStation Network, and it was sort of like more like an old school sort of like platform sort of thing, where it's sort of like 2D. I've been playing that, but I've never really played the Assassin's Creed games as such. But I'm just wondering, are they different characters in each game? Because it sort of seems like that.
Yes, they are.
Sort of.
Yes,
sort of.
ish.
Yes and no.
Isn't it like ancestors or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to go. You would have to read up about it, and we don't want to ruin anything either.
Yeah.
But yes and no.
Speaking of video game adaptations, what was it? Just a few weeks ago, all the press was about the anniversary of the first Mortal Kombat movie.
What was the anniversary? 20th?
I think so, because a lot of people consider that that was the first successful video game.
Was it the first successful video game movie?
Yeah, it made a lot of money. The first Mortal
What
Kombat.
about Super Mario Brothers?
That was not successful.
I know.
Finish him!
What about the first successful board game movie, Clue?
Yeah, nobody talks
That's a good
about
movie.
that.
I thought that was Battleship.
You know what? I watched the Mortal Kombat movie when I was younger in theaters, and I really dug it. And watching it, like, I don't know, maybe a few months ago on TV, it definitely doesn't live up to what it was.
It didn't age super well, but
No, and like even the fights are not that great looking back.
Record Clue has held up. I'm just saying. Kicking it old school with the board game.
That is a good movie. Yep.
Well, martial
I was
art
watching
fight
that,
scenes. Oh, go ahead.
Talking about bad fight scenes, I was watching that old TV series, Renegade from the early 90s.
Lorenzo Lamas.
Oh, yeah.
I was watching the fight scenes in that, and I thought, and I swear, the first time I seen that series, it didn't seem like they were pulling their punches. But when I was watching it more closely and sober, because I used to watch it drunk, you could tell they were pulling their punches. They're like sort of like half a mile away from making contact. It was really weird.
That's what martial art fight scenes in the West, at least, have improved a lot in the last couple of decades. Since Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
I mean, even on TV with Arrow and a lot of other shows. Daredevil.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, Daredevil.
Daredevil rocks.
You never would see that on American television a couple decades back. You got the judo chop from Captain Kirk. Did a couple other moves, and that's about it.
Don't forget Chuck Norris's spin kick to the chest that would knock people
Walker, Texas Rangers. So on Twitter, Ryan Ward just tweeted out the 1998 Nick Fury trailer. So I retweeted it. So if you want to watch that, David Hasselhoff as Nick Fury, go ahead, folks.
Yeah.
No, I could barely watch the first 20 minutes of the movie.
Well, that's why you watch the trailer. You only have to watch like a minute of it. Okay, so let's see here. All right, so there we go. There's Assassin's Creed. Before we get into our final game, a couple quick things. Last weekend, on Saturday, I was at a new con called Fandemicon, and we did Super Geeked Up live there. So I just want to give a huge shout out to everybody who came out to the show and the Utica Library who hosted us, and particularly Frostfang15 on Twitter, who actually did a video even mentioning us afterwards, from after she saw us there, and has been tweeting us. So thank you guys for coming out. It was super fun. We always get a big kick out of doing it live with the audience participation, all that good stuff. And if you like what we're doing, we have a Patreon page, right, Nicole?
Yeah, we have a Patreon page, and it's patreon.com/supergeekedup, and we have this really cool video that Tanya wrote, and super geeky, and really we're so close to our first milestone, and we'll be able to upgrade our what is it? Upgrade our viewer? Is that what it is?
Upgrade our main viewers.
Our main viewer, yeah. So we'll get new webcams and new microphones. It's really, and just want to thank all of you guys so much for all of your support. It's so sweet. And I know, I think you mentioned on Wednesday our 2 new patrons.
Yes, did, yep.
Yes, okay.
Alex
Great.
and Eros. And actually, one of our current patrons, Craig Poole, who tweeted in earlier from England, he actually just upped his pledge today. So thank you, Craig.
Oh, thank you,
Thank
Craig.
you. That was amazing. That was amazing. Yeah, speaking of Patreon, one of our awesome Patreon supporters who's watching live. So now I'm really nervous talking about this because she can
Don't mess
watch
it up.
me.
Don't mess it up.
Pressure. So hey Maria, I'm so glad you get to watch it live. Maria Duran is one of our Patreon supporters, and she moderates an awesome chat every Wednesday about branding. So you can go on Twitter every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern or 10 a.m. Central and join in a discussion about branding, which either, if you don't know what branding is, you can learn about that, or you can learn how to brand yourself. That is something she does at #BrandChat. Her Twitter handle is @BrandChat. So every Wednesday you can turn in on that and you can learn about branding, and it's awesome. We're geeks.
It's
We
not
brand
just
ourselves as such. It's awesome.
That'd be painful branding yourself, you know.
It's not
Get somebody else
branding.
before you.
battle anymore.
Oh, branding. Okay.
Brand anyway. Maria's awesome, and actually I think we're going to be appearing on as her guests in the beginning of September, I guess.
Yeah, about a week and a half, I think. Yep.
Yeah, so we're excited to chat live on Brand Chat.
#BrandChat.
#BrandChat.
Is that the hashtag thing?
Yeah, I was trying to put a hashtag sign.
Like a weird.
It's totally gonna pick up. Everybody's gonna be doing that.
Wasn't that kind of war? That's an
Going as viral
internet
like
brand?
my Harley Quinn picture.
I don't think anything's going to go viral like your Harley Quinn picture.
No.
Well, yeah, you know.
That's almost impossible.
Okay, so we have one more game we're gonna do. It's called Tangent Tales. We're gonna make up a story on the spot, and it's gonna be zany and ridiculous. But if you're not watching live, we're gonna take one last commercial break. We'll see you back in a second.
Welcome back from commercial break. You're here with Super Geeked Up and the League of Geeks. And
It looked like a musical movie.
It was a musical. It was nice.
And we are about to play Tangent Tales.
You need to do
Tangent
all of your
Tales.
tangent tales in music form tonight.
I can. I think. I'll try.
She's like, I will.
She's like,
Just watch.
challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. I'll try.
All right, this is how this game works. I have created the beginning to a story, and then at some point I'm going to end the story. I'm going to hand it off to one of you. You have to then continue the story from where I've left it off. And you can take it in any way your crazy mind goes, okay? So it doesn't really matter. You could bring in other characters. You could bring in real people, fictional characters. Set in any place you want, really. It doesn't really matter, right? It's totally open. And then, so let's say I handed it off to Tanya. She would continue it for a little bit, and then she would then hand it off to like Nicole. Nicole continue and hand it. Okay, and we'll keep. So pass it to somebody who hasn't gone yet is the idea. And once we've each gone once, after that point, anybody can wrap up the story, you know, as they see fit. Everybody get it?
Yes.
In theory.
All right. And you know, if you can, what we try to do is, as you're ending your part of it, it's always nice to kind of almost end it like with a kind of cliffhanger type thing to try to really screw over the other person, next person.
No, giving them a good idea of
No, right. I
to
mean, giving them a
lead
great
next.
idea to go with it. That's
As
what it
opposed
is.
to being just like, and then she looked at Nicole, and like the second after it's passed over to you. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, my Nicole's already groaning. Okay.
No, Kate had said something really sweet on Twitter, so I was like, aw.
Oh, I see
Oh,
that.
yeah. She said one of the kids she's babysitting says Nicole is very pretty. Isn't that nice? And they said, more Care Bears!
With
Okay,
machine
well,
guns.
Obviously, though, you didn't show that kid the picture of me as Harley Quinn because he would have said, I'm the most beautiful.
Right.
And then he would have been
Right.
scarred for his entire life.
Mhm.
All right, here we go. So this story, by the way, stars all of us, actually. Yes, it's exciting. I did so since we're doing a League of Geeks episode. This is about the League of Geeks. Okay,
Ooh.
like a
Ooh,
real life
okay.
superhero League
This
of
is
Geeks.
like gonna be another idea for a web series.
Oh my gosh. Every time.
Just like Agents of Milk.
Yep.
Every time we copyright and trademark whatever it's a tangent tale is.
Yes, this is already copyrighted, folks, in advance.
By just stating copyright and trademark, you don't actually do
That's how we
anything
do
about it.
Okay, here we go. It was a typical day in the headquarters of the League of Geeks, the world's 5th best superhero group. Lounging, hey, that's right. Lounging around the league's common area were Jeff. Oh wait, sorry. I'll pause for 1 second. If you're a frequent viewer of our show, you're gonna get a lot of these references. You don't need to get these to enjoy the story, but I'm gonna say you're really gonna enjoy it more. All right, if you've been watching our show.
Oh no.
Lounging around the league's common area were Jeff, aka the Milkman, who gets super strength and invulnerability from drinking delicious milk. Nicole, aka Spin Kick Girl, a master martial artist, but only at spin kicks. Marks, aka the author, who writes stuff real good. Julie, aka Dancing Queen, who mesmerizes villains with her belly dancing. Ian, aka the Wanker, an expert at using British slang.
I didn't know where we were going with that.
Yeah, I was like, what are you saying?
Expert at using British slang.
Yeah.
And with the guns.
And Tanya, aka Maple Syrup Lass, who stops criminals in their tracks with her maple syrup gun and Canadian charm.
Oh,
wow.
A maple syrup gun? That's amazing.
Okay, so there's suddenly a level 5 alert came through on the UFLAS, the Ultra Fancy League Alert System. Holy moly! A level 5 alert! Exclaimed Nicole. Gosh, that's really bad, guys. Bloody hell! I'm still pissed from last night's superhero mixer, Ian moaned. Pull it together, man, chastised Marks. We have to save the world. Go back to writing, you tosser, retorted Ian. Enough bickering, Jeff shouted. To the milkmobile! The 6 heroes piled into the old-fashioned-looking white milk truck, which you would imagine was merely a decoy and secretly transformed into a super amazing, badass superhero vehicle. But you'd be wrong. It was just an old milk truck. They zoomed along the road at a respectable 35 miles per hour. The truck screeched to a halt as they reached downtown and saw police all over and people running for their lives. They also saw the reason they had been called. It was... Tanya?
Oh, crap!
Crap?
No, I am never prepared. I get too into it, so I never am thinking of anything.
Really into it. I was like, what's happening?
Okay, so they pull into downtown and realize that there has all of a sudden the fourth best group of superheroes, the extraordinary group of googly girls, who are kick-ass in their own right, but slightly klutzy. Hence why they couldn't quite crack the third spot, were taking over a bank and had locked themselves in with hostages and had wired the entire place with bombs and were threatening to blow the place up if they weren't given what they wanted. So, in order to try and distract them, Ian launches himself towards the bank and starts spewing British words like, "Watch out for the sleeping policeman," and "I've got stuff in the lorry," and in the boot of the lorry, and trying to confuse them with words they don't understand. In the meanwhile, the other heroes are sneaking around the bank trying to break in when they discover an open window. And that's when Nicole says, "Oh,
Care Bears! It's perfect! We are going to use the Care Bears as a decoy!" So, what we're going to do, you guys, is we're all going to come in there. It looks like they're actually Care Bear mascot uniforms. So, all we have to do is each put one on, except Ian, because he's spewing British words at people in the lobby. So, the rest of us, we're going to put these Care Bear outfits on, and we're going to go around and pretend that we're singing telegrams. It's going to be great, because we're totally going to confuse everybody. And then, so all of us put on the Care Bear outfits. And actually, we find, like, in this broom closet, a bunch of brooms. So they're going to be like a stick, a weapon stick. So we all break off the little bristle part, and we take the sticks, and we all walk around the front of the building, and we all burst in. We're like, ha! We're here! We're singing! We're singing! I can't. We're doing a singing. So I'm supposed to be the leader, but I can't because I just can't. So Tanya, the maple syrup lady, has to take over. So she has a plan, and it involves Julie.
Julie, continue the story.
Okay, so wait, have we surrounded the building, or are we in the building?
In the building.
You're in the building, and Tanya's about to come up with a great plan.
Okay, so we have Ian continue to confuse them with English instead of, the real American English. Just kidding, Ian. And
Canadian English.
And I have everyone else sneak around behind the Googly Girls, which I'm confused why, if they're that clumsy, we're one step behind the Googly Girls.
I feel as though it's barging in the front.
I balance a broomstick on my head as the dancing girl and start belly dancing while balancing the stick on my head. And I offer to negotiate with them that I will give them dancing lessons to make them less awkward and googly if they simply give up the hostages and turn themselves in. So from there, I don't know.
Hand it off.
Hand it off to.
Cliffhangers.
So, and then the Googly Girls say, Ian, continue.
Ian bursts through the door and threatens to expose himself if they do not cease and desist. Hands off to Jeff.
Wait, oh no, I'm gonna go to Mark next. Go to Mark since he hasn't gone.
Yeah, hand to me.
So Ian is threatening to expose himself.
So the Googly Girls are shocked. And the shock turns to anger.
Terror?
And they pull out some machine guns because they're really bad shots, so they can just fully auto kind of deal, right? And so our heroes are kind of like, oh, what do we do now? Unbeknownst to some of the team, Marx's Arthur skills can be used to slightly alter reality. So he starts to write that, but they don't work quite well, though. They don't work as he plans. So he says, suddenly, out of one of the Care Bears is Chuck Norris, and he jumps in. But instead, what actually happens is Jeff peels off of his Care Bears outfit, dressed suddenly as Harley Quinn. And doing somersaults and is able to knock all their guns away to their googly amazement. But one of the Googly Girls is running to hit the bomb, right? There's a bomb, right?
Sure.
Slide bombs.
Whatever.
So we're all like, oh no, we have to do something quickly, and then we jump.
I love your big, beautiful, geeky brain.
So the Googly Girls were so mesmerized, and by mesmerized I mean in disgusted horror at Jeff's dressed as Harley Quinn, that they stopped in their tracks actually and couldn't do anything but stare at him. And then Tanya shot her maple syrup gun all over the It just sounds just like that. Pew pew pew. I don't know why maple syrup gun sounds like that, but that's how it does. And she all the legs of the Googly Girl, she shot the maple syrup, and they were stuck, and so they could not reach the bomb because they were stuck in their place. And then Ian exposed himself, and everybody was so grossed out. They all said, we really need to go watch a Care Bears movie to erase that from our minds, and that's the end. By the way, Marks, I was so ready to pull that in too, but you beat me to it, so good job.
That was so amazing.
That was good. That was good.
That was amazing.
Classic. #1 bestseller right there.
So
right, that's how you be an author, Marks. Take some notes.
Yeah.
Maria Duran on Twitter, by the way, says Tangent Tales are even better live. Nice.
Aw.
Yeah. Because you sense the slight panic when it gets tossed over to you.
Oh my gosh. There's so
And
many
Anthony Davis tweets in, "Wow, brooms in a broom closet."
I love how the plan turned into let's just burst in through the front door.
That's why we're number 5.
With bombs.
I can't stop laughing.
That's why we're like the Googly Girls.
And so now you know why we were 5th and Googly Girls are 4th.
I think we're 4th now because they're in prison, right?
Yeah, I just googled Googling Girls and it was kind of disturbing.
Oh, I wouldn't look that up. I just made up some sort of alliteration. Don't even try.
Oh my god.
Sure you did, Tanya.
Watching you try to come up with the name for that group was like the greatest thing ever. Craig Allen Poole on Twitter says, Care Bears with sticks and bucket hats performing "Hello, my baby, hello, my honey, hello, my ragtime gal."
That's what we should have done.
Oh yeah, and the brooms are like the little the thing that go in front of you, and then you do Charleston. Oh my
Right.
gosh.
Why did we have those sticks anyway? What did you think those were going to do to the Google?
One on my head.
I don't know. I don't know why we went from finding a window in the back of the place to the broom closet.
And they were like, we're not
inside the
going to use
bank
any of our superpowers. We're just going to use
leave
sticks.
and go out the front.
Stop! You're making me laugh too
Get rid
hard.
of that maple syrup gun, Tanya. We got to use these sticks.
You see me when they're trying to give hints to. I'm like, I have
Yeah.
guns.
Oh yeah. I wasn't sure what you were doing. I was like, I don't know what that gesture is supposed to mean. I was just like, you like scissors across the screen. I had no idea.
Go across the streams. That's what she's telling you.
Just like,
Go across the street.
Go across the street.
Go across the sticks, whatever you
Go
do.
across the maple syrup stream.
Very bad.
guys, stop it.
Oh, by the way, Tanya's impersonation of how a maple syrup gun sounds is exactly how she does an Iron Man blast. Pew!
Really, anything that fires, that's the sound.
What the hell is a lorry anyway?
Yeah, what is
It's
that?
a truck.
The trunk?
A truck.
A truck.
A truck.
Oh,
It's a truck. I was
That's,
trying to think.
that's the only word you could think of, though. And the lorry.
And
Yeah,
a
the
speeding
lorry.
policeman is technically, in some areas, a speed bump.
What is
And
it?
a boot is the trunk in a car.
And the bonnet is the hood.
Yeah. Why
Why are they all car words, though?
because we were in a car.
Oh, well, yes, we were in the Milkmobile. You're right. That's a truck.
yeah, and the things in the front and the back, they're called the seats.
Don't actually technical on us now, Ian. We're trying to remember all this.
Yeah. I just figured out the reason why Tanya's maple gun goes pew 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 because it's like balls of maple syrup, like like the packets of soap they put in the dishwasher, the little tiny packets.
Yeah.
But it's like that, but maple syrup, so it would go pew
Oh,
pew.
that's
pew.
actually smart, because then it can
Yeah.
be shot real fast.
Exactly. It's not just goo.
Yeah, I guess free-flowing maple syrup would just gunk up the barrel too much.
And it would just sort of like, you'd shoot it and it'd be like, like it wouldn't go
Yeah,
anywhere.
it would hit the person and slime them, so it'd be
Yeah.
great.
Or the other one would just like,
If it's thin enough, you'd have to heat it up, so hot syrup would.
Oh, God, that would scald them, yeah.
Ouch, it's a gun! He's like, ouch, like I'm completely out of line. They're shooting packets at people. That's
Chris Hadley on Twitter says, is it a Mrs. Butterworth's brand maple syrup gun? Yes, because that's good branding. Hey, like brand chat.
Hey.
Oh, but Tanya's giving the no. Oh, she doesn't like Mrs. Butterworth. Well, thanks, Tanya. We just lost our sponsor.
No, because
It
I'm
comes
sorry.
from maple syrup.
It has to be real maple syrup, Mrs. Butterworth.
Well,
Real maple
hey,
syrup.
oh, so apparently,
The
we're so
brand.
rich. We don't need any. We only take Canadian sponsors. We're going to dismiss other sponsors.
We only take Canadian maple syrup.
Well, I hate to tell you, but Vermont is just as famous, so we could take Vermont maple syrup. too, I would say. She won't admit that, but it totally is. Yeah.
You know that the vast majority of maple syrup in the world comes from Quebec.
We get Midwest.
Yes, but you feel Quebec is a separate country from the rest
I
of
don't
Canada.
do that.
No, I know you don't. But a lot of Canadians do. So that should kind of work.
Ryan's backing me up on Twitter. Thank you, Ryan.
70%. So that means 30% can still be in Vermont. So there you go. We have 30% of the maple syrup. All right. So anyway, folks, if you enjoyed that Tangent Tales game, let us know. We can do more of them. All right. So I guess that's pretty much it for tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So before we get out of here, let's. I'm gonna give some links again for our awesome League of Geeks cohorts, cronies, whatever you want to call them. So, Marks, where can people check out Genretainment?
Genretainment.com.
Yeah, that'll take you to my site that has a listing of all the episodes. Also, sci-fi-pulse-radio.com, and of course, blogtalkradio.com/Genretainment. It's part of League of Geeks. And I'm on Twitter at Mr. Marks.
All right, and Ian, SFP-NOW.
Okay. Well, you can get it on the audio player on the site at sci-fi-post.net. We're also at sci-fi-post-radio.com and at www.blogtalkradio.com/SFP-NOW.
Awesome. And you, of course, can find us at supergeekedup.com or blogtalkradio.com/supergeekedup. And I said that really weird that last time.
You did.
And we're at SuperGeeked on Twitter, so please follow us there if you haven't already. We love hearing from you guys on Twitter during the week and during the show live, too.
And you can use the hashtag SGU.
Yes, you can. And hashtag maple syrup.
Yep.
And hashtag Jeff is Harley Quinn.
Yes.
Definitely that one.
Maybe after that one, hashtag scrub your eyes.
All right, so thank you guys for live. We appreciate you tuning into this special day, Friday night. If you're watching in post or listening to the podcast, thank you so much again. And so we'll be back Wednesday as usual, live at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. And on Blog Talk, our show usually goes up on Wednesdays, and then Genretainment on Blog Talk goes up on Mondays, and SFP-NOW on Fridays. Correct, guys?
That's correct.
Right, yeah.
And then Ian also is probably going to put up like a shorter, like kind of geeky news things right in between on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
That's right, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so and Brett De Silva says, you can't argue with a maple syrup expert. All right, fine, Tanya wins. She's like, that's right.
It's her powers. She has to know maple syrup.
Obviously.
That is true, actually. She would know the best maple syrup to put in her gun. That is true.
We would
source
argue
the best
about milk.
No, you're right, because you're right. I would know the best milk. And she knows the best maple syrup. All right, I'll give you that. That's fair enough.
He's got like multiple cow shares, is what he has.
Yes.
What about Canadian bacon?
Oh, don't get started on that. We had a whole conversation about that
It's
one.
not really
argument.
big.
No, don't stop. Don't.
Honestly,
Stop.
it's
I'm
lying.
serious.
Yeah, don't.
We'll do another hour show here.
Yeah.
To be fair, I don't really eat either one, so,
We've been there. We've done that. We don't want to do it again.
All right, so thanks, guys. Thank you so much for watching, as always, and we'll see you next week. And until then, stay geeky, everybody. See you later.
Bye.